We start up by juicing up in a local coffee shop in preparation for a long day of discovery of the many components in downtown Chicago. This Brazilian-themed coffee shop is located on the edge of Old Town near the coast and is quite popular with the locals. Aside from the typical matcha that I usually order, I decided to also get a Brazilian-style cheese bread as well as a cochinha, which is basically a Brazilian-style chicken croquet. Now that I was juiced up, it was time to check out a massive park in the northern side of downtown before hitting the beaches next door. And just like many things in the state of Illinois, this park is named after the 16th president. As you can see, this city does an amazing job in preserving its downtown area parks, creating such a contrast between nature itself and the surrounding urban environment. One of the main components of this park is Nature Boardwalk, which is basically a boardwalk that goes in and around the lake in the middle of the park, creating phenomenal views. So enjoy the scenery. On the other side of the lake, we see a monument dedicated to one of the main generals of the North during the Civil War, Ulysses S Grand. Does he look familiar? And from the lake, we have breathtaking views looking south into downtown that are very hard to forget. This park even has a massive zoo, but it was time to start walking south along the other side of the lake to get to the beaches and deeper into downtown. And doing so, we briefly passed by the Ulysses S Grant Monument. This general played a pivotal role in defeating the Confederacy of the South during the Civil War. After his military career, Ulysses Grant went on to become the 18th president. Imagine playing sports with this view. Now it was time to cross the famous Lakeshore Drive and check out the Chicago beach life. We are once again treated to spectacular views while crossing this bridge. The first beach we come across is North Avenue Beach. We can utilize this beach to continue our walk southbound into downtown, so enjoy the views. What we are looking at is the massive Lake Michigan, which is part of the Great Lakes region which straddles the US-Canada border. This region supposedly has about 20% of the world's freshwater supply. These interconnected lakes have also allowed for Chicago to become a major inland port as they help create a water route for ships to reach the Atlantic. For a moment, I thought I was walking on Santa Monica Beach until I saw this. Check out this cool restaurant in the shape of a ship. As we reach the end of North Avenue Beach, we finally get a view of the famous Navy Pier, as well as a stunning view of the northern part of the downtown area. Not to mention Lakeshore Drive, as well as Gold Coast, which has historically been one of the most affluent areas in the US. So we continue walking along the coastline of the Gold Coast area with the intention of arriving at our next major stop, which is Navy Pier on the other end of the Gold Coast area. As you can see, many people in Chicago take full advantage of the warmer summer months to be active. At this point, we reach Oak Street Beach, situated on the famous curve of Lakeshore Drive in front of the imposing John Hancock Center. Rising to about 1,500 feet to the top of the antennas, the John Hancock Center is one of the tallest structures in the nation, as well as an architectural icon for Chicago. Chicago's famous Ferris wheel becomes more vivid as we draw closer to Navy Pier. The last beach that we hit before arriving to Navy Pier is the Ohio Street Beach. After many hours of walking, we finally arrived to the Navy Pier area. But before we enter the pier, we check out the neighboring Milton Lee Olive Park, which offers some of the most stunning views Chicago has to offer. This park commemorates a local veteran who received a Medal of Honor for his acts during the Vietnam War. Story has it that at the age of 18, he sacrificed his life to save others by falling onto a grenade. Stay tuned for the next episode as we finally arrive to one of the most beautiful and impressive touristic piers in the nation. This place is big and boasts a massive Ferris wheel with amazing views of downtown and even a historic ship. With this, we start discovering the center part of the downtown area, which is more impressive in my opinion, so you definitely don't want to miss these next few episodes.